Hello everyone and welcome to my CS24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. 90-day fiancé's Michael Ilesanmi reveals biggest fear after major milestone in America and hinting he'll reunite with Deem. 90-day fiancé, happily ever after? Star Michael Ilesanmi opened up about his biggest fear amid Deem wanting him deported to Nigeria for allegedly scamming her. Michael used to live in Lagos when he approached Angela on Facebook. He wasn't scared about flirting with a woman who was 52 while Michael was not even 30. He also didn't mind talking to Angela, who had 6 grandkids. Michael was brave as he dealt with Angela's temper every time she went to see him in Nigeria or screamed at him on the phone. He came across as undefeatable. Michael wasn't scared when he ran away from Angela's house, even though it was such a huge gamble. He has been showing off his new house and family on social media as well, without a care in the world. Michael knows that Angela can do him no harm and is safe to live the rest of his life in the US. However, he has now revealed what really scares him. He shared a quote about how one should not be afraid of being different. Be afraid of being the same as everyone else, the quote mentioned. Michael stayed with Angela for 2 months. He might have left sooner, but he stayed long enough to film the tell-all. The tell-all was where Angela's own private investigator confirmed that Michael wasn't a cheater or a scammer. Angela was flabbergasted since she expected the detective to comb through Michael's social media profiles to find out about his affairs. However, Michael was always one step ahead of her. He also launched a GoFundMe, asking fans to give him $50,000 right after the private investigator declared Michael was innocent. Michael never told Angela he had friends living in Texas. He never spoke about anyone from Houston on 90-Day Fiancé either. He didn't need to because he was never going to spend the rest of his life with Angela. Michael has always been different from other cast members, with no social media and no information about his private life or past available on the internet. No one knows who he dated before he met Angela, or even who he is dating now. Michael has never been like anyone else in the franchise. Despite being someone who was accused of using Angela to get a green card, when it came to picking sides, 90-Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Fans chose Michael. He proved he was special and fans believed him. Michael doesn't need to fear anything as long as he continues to be true to his nature. He has hours and hours of footage too to prove he legally married Angela and went through years of efforts to get a visa to legally come to the US. There's probably no way Angela can prove Michael fraudulently induced her into marriage. Michael Ilesanmi's journey on 90-Day Fiancé has been nothing short of turbulent. Fans watched him navigate years of a long-distance marriage with Deem, endure heated arguments, deal with cultural clashes, and face a whirlwind of speculation about his true intentions. But now, after making one of the biggest moves of his life, establishing his independence in America, Michael has opened up about his greatest fear moving forward, and it has everything to do with his past, his present, and a possible reunion with Angela. Michael's big step in America. For Michael, even the smallest milestone in America feels monumental. Viewers recall that for years, his visa process was fraught with complications. Angela openly doubted whether he would ever get to the United States, and skeptics of their marriage believed Michael's love story was nothing more than a green card chase. But against all odds, Michael finally set foot in America, and this month, he achieved something that symbolizes his determination to make it on his own, securing his first steady job. While details remain private, insiders close to production say he has been working in a role that gives him financial stability and an opportunity to integrate into the community. He wants to prove to everyone that he's not here to ride on anyone's coattails, one insider explained. Michael takes pride in standing on his own 2 feet. He's proud, but he's also anxious. That's where his fear comes in. The fear behind the smile. Michael has always been known for his soft-spoken nature and unwavering politeness, even when Angela's fiery personality took center stage. But beneath the surface, Michael's biggest fear is now taking shape. The fear of losing his identity while trying to carve out a new life. Back in Nigeria, I was surrounded by family, tradition, and culture, Michael reportedly told a confidant. Here, everything is different. I am grateful, but I worry. What if I lose myself in trying to fit in? This fear resonates deeply with immigrants who leave behind everything familiar to pursue a better life. For Michael, the challenge is twofold. Not only is he adjusting to American culture, but he's also under constant public scrutiny as a reality TV personality. Every move he makes will be judged, by fans, by Angela, and by critics who still believe his motives aren't pure. The Angela question. Of course, no conversation about Michael is complete without Angela Deem's name coming up. Their relationship, built on fiery arguments and equally fiery reconciliations, has kept audiences hooked for years. Even after countless breakups, accusations of cheating, and threats of divorce, the pair remains tethered to each other in a way that baffles both their critics and supporters. Recently, Michael hinted at the possibility of a reunion with Angela, leaving fans buzzing. During an Instagram live session, he dodged direct questions but left breadcrumbs that suggest Angela may still play a role in his American story. "I won't say too much," Michael teased, smiling nervously. "But people should not think everything is finished. Sometimes life brings people together again, even if you fight a lot." The cryptic statement sent social media into overdrive. Was Michael suggesting that he and Angela might reconcile now that he's in America? Or was he simply acknowledging the unpredictable nature of their bond? Angela's reaction. Angela, never one to shy away from expressing her feelings, reportedly had a strong reaction to Michael's Milestone and his comments. According to sources, she's been keeping tabs on him, even though their relationship status has been unclear for months. She feels a mix of pride and suspicion, a friend close to Angela revealed. She always said she wanted him in America, but now that he's here and finding independence, she doesn't know if that means losing him for good, or if it means they'll finally be on equal ground. Angela herself has hinted at unfinished business between them. On TikTok, she posted a cryptic video with the caption, "Sometimes love don't make sense, but it don't stop the heart." Fans immediately connected the post to past. Michael's biggest fear isn't just about cultural identity, it's about falling back into toxic cycles. For years, his relationship with Angela was marked by power struggles, yelling matches, and moments where Michael seemed cornered into submission. Now that he's in America, free to make his own decisions, his fear is that he might end up right back where he started, under Angela's shadow. He's torn, another insider revealed. On one hand, Angela represents the love story that brought him here. On the other, she represents years of stress. His fear is that if he reconciles with her, he'll lose the independence he just started to build. But if he doesn't, he'll always wonder if he gave up on a love that survived everything else. Fans' divided reactions. Unsurprisingly, the fanbase is split right down the middle. Some believe Michael should stay far away from Angela now that he has a fresh start. They argue that his fear of losing himself is directly tied to the relationship's toxic history. Others, however, root for the unlikely pair, insisting that despite all their drama, their connection is genuine. On Reddit, one fan wrote, "Michael deserves peace. He's been through enough. I hope he focuses on building his new life and leaves Angela in the past." Meanwhile, another countered, "Say what you want about Angela, but she fought for Michael for years. Maybe now that they're finally in the same place, they can work things out for real." What comes next? As Michael moves forward, his path is uncertain. He's celebrating his milestone of establishing himself in America, but his biggest fear, losing his identity and falling back into old patterns, will shape every decision he makes. For Angela, the possibility of a reunion looms large. If she and Michael do find their way back to each other, it could either validate their love story or reignite the same chaos fans have seen for years. For Michael, the choice is clear. Either embrace independence fully or risk blending his hard-earned freedom with the unpredictability of Angela's world. Closing thoughts. Michael Ilesanmi's journey on 90 Day Fiancé has always been about more than just reality TV drama. It's been about resilience, sacrifice, and the pursuit of dreams. His biggest fear of losing himself may be daunting, but it's also a sign of growth. He's aware of the stakes, aware of the patterns, and aware of what he stands to gain or lose. Whether he reunites with Angela or not, Michael's next chapter in America promises to be as compelling as his entire journey so far. For fans, the suspense isn't just about whether he'll return to Angela's side. It's about whether Michael can finally become the man he's always wanted to be, on his own terms.